This being a Windows 11 based handheld, you can play Xbox Play Anywhere games, Xbox Game Pass titles, and stream entries that support Xbox Cloud Gaming. But that means a wealth of especially older made for Xbox games are just left out in the cold. On the flip side, you do of course gain access to Windows versatility, and the new Xbox full screen experience does a solid job of consolidating games from other launchers like Steam, EA Play, Ubisoft Connect, and more. There's also the behind the scenes benefit of 2 GB of system memory being freed up compared to stock Windows 11, which means you don't have to be sparing when you reallocate beyond the console's default 8 GB of VRAM. Turning this thing on takes about 20 seconds from pressing the power button to hitting the Xbox full screen experience, and resume is pretty instant too, although you do sometimes have to wait a few seconds after the screen lights back up before the physical controls start responding again. Just pressing the Xbox button brings up recent games, and you can then cycle through things like your friends list, audio controls, screen capture tools, performance data, and more. You also get instant access to Asus Command Center this way. It's here you'll find the all-important upgraded power profiles Asus has prepared, with Windows and performance presets aiming for a 17W TDP, a 13W silent profile, and the top whack 35W turbo mode. While no plan is off limit whether you're on mains or battery, plugging the Xbox Ally X in will automatically switch to turbo mode, whilst unplugging it seems to jump back to whatever the last profile you had enabled was. As for Armor and Crate, there's a little duplication with the Xbox app with its own game library view, but otherwise is just a really clean, intuitive way to customize and collaborate the console's hardware controls, lighting, and battery management, and you can even tailor your own custom power profiles, which then show up in Command Center. Perhaps the biggest reason this should be considered the Ally X2 is because of that new Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme APU, at least on paper. As you've no doubt seen by now, those doing side-by-side comparisons with the previous Ally X and its Z1 Extreme chip show gains, but they're supple, by between 5 to 15%. For my testing, if you want to run high-end games at the screen's native 1080p resolution, rely on assistive features like frame gen where possible. Cyberpunk at 1080 with a dash of ray tracing averaged 50 FPS in turbo mode and resulted in a little under 2 hours of playtime. Drop that down to the 17W performance mode with the same settings, and despite using 5 to 10 frames, you're still getting a wholly playable experience, but an hour more battery. If anything, you can expect more of a difference with less demanding titles and lower TDP modes, with Silksong set in silent mode putting out a smooth 120 FPS while also serving out 6 hours of playtime on a charge. Battery life is the form factor's biggest adversary right now, and I can't really recommend you look at any Windows-based options with anything less than what's currently in the Ally X right now. Charge does still go up when gaming in turbo mode, but if you want to get the best out of the console's charging performance, you'll have to fork out a little extra cash for a 100W power adapter.